do you think are more dangerous, drag shows or guns to children?
Drag shows.
Drag shows. How many people do you think have been killed at a drag show?
I don't know, but the long-term effects are detrimental.
How many people do you think die every year from guns?
I have no idea.
48,000.
48,000? Okay. Well, there's probably 100,000 that die from drag shows.
And there you have it. Drag shows are more dangerous than a firearm, according to MAGA.
What do you think's more dangerous for children, going to drag shows or guns?
Your drag shows, if you ask me, yeah. Kids can own guns legitimately, use them the right way.
Right.
But drag shows, it's just horrible.
But do you think drag shows put them in more danger than a gun?
Well, it's going to change their lives, sure. Never happened. I didn't go to them when they weren't around when I was young. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
But a drag show probably wouldn't kill somebody.
No, it wouldn't kill anybody, no.
What do you even say at this point? All they want to do is attack marginalized communities because they have nothing else.
I think there should be no transgenders. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 different genders that are born, and that gives 2 different types of sex.
But even with there being 2 genders, that can still fit under the transgender worldview because you're just switching from generally masculine features to feminine features.
A woman has female reproductive organs and a male has male reproductive organs, and that's about it.
Do you look at people's genitals when you're figuring out whether to call them sir or ma'am? Or do you generally look at a vague set of social characteristics?
You can, just by walking around, you can tell by the way their voice is. You can just what's about your morals, what's morally right in this world.
So you can look at people and know if they're transgender based off their morals?
A person knows if they're men or women, and that they know their morals and know if it's right. And
I totally agree.
To be honest is a big thing. We're all about honesty in this country. So if they know they're a woman, generally you'll know if they're a woman just by the way they walk, the way they're.
This sounds pro-trans to me, though. So you're saying if somebody knows they're a woman and they walk around with features that are looking like a woman, then they can be considered a woman.
They got nothing. Good response here from Adam Mockler. Also hilarious, this guy says we live in a truthful country, yet he votes for, and this is true, a prolific liar.
Does a trans person existing affect you in any way?
When they're shoving it down our throats, yes, it does.
How are they shoving it down your throats?
Trans Day of Visibility, for example, on a High Holy Day.
That just happened to be on March 30th. It's that day every single year. It wasn't specifically because it was Easter. That's just the day it always is.
I stand by what I said.
And Donald Trump was saying a Christian. He wants to have a Christian Visibility Day. Would you like that?
Sure.
Christian Visibility Day. Do you think there should be like a national holiday just for Christians?
Why not?
It's got to be a welcome change for the country.
Absolutely.
What would be a good day for that?
Never really thought about that.
Maybe like December 25th?
Therein lies the problem. The electorate, specifically the base, MAGA caters to.
What percent of Americans do you think are transgender?
Before it was cool to be transgender, or before it was probably like, I would say 1.5, and now it's probably like 20%.
20%? Well, it's still 0.5%.
Oh, okay. I was pretty close on 1.5.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. If an adult goes to the doctor with gender dysphoria and they try to decide on a treatment, do you think the government should be able to step in and stop that?
Oh, no, not if they're paying for it. As long as, they have their own insurance that they're paying for. I don't think a state, health insurance should have to pay for your gender reassignment.
So you're okay with people getting gender-affirming care, though?
Oh, yeah, as long as I'm not paying for it.
There's this whole new wave of eradicate transgenderism, which I think is too far in the opposite direction.
Yeah. I have nothing against, gay people or whatever you claim you are. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to live just the same every day.
Good ending, but it doesn't mean that he would withhold his vote too, in the words of prominent conservative host for Ben Shapiro's, The Daily Wire, which is firing people left and right. Eradicate trans people from society. This dude would definitely vote for a Vance ticket.
I was going through the Epstein files and I didn't see a single drag queen in there. Isn't that who you said was a threat to children? I mean, there's still a lot that hasn't been released, so we don't know if JD Vance is in here, but so far, no drag queen. Your anger is displaced in the wrong demographic. There's also no trans individuals. Not a single trans individual. So I'm kind of confused who the threat to children is, because I'm pretty sure it's the person in the White House right now.
Love this point by Ficky Dusty. I apologize if I said that wrong. Good stuff here.
All right, it's time for MAGA versus Jesus, round 4. MAGA says, protect our kids against drag queens. But Jesus says, let the little children come to me and do not hinder them. Drag queens are God's beloved, a reflection of God's divine image, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with drag queens reading to children.
Yeah, they're gonna hate this one when they see it.
I want to remind everyone real quick that in the history of the world, there are 0 cases of child molestation that have ever occurred at a drag show. It's never been recorded, but millions in church, literally millions. Let that sink in, guys.
Also, good stuff from Fun Sign Guy on TikTok here. What also drives me crazy?
Boys in white dresses with blue satin sashes, girls dust with hormones till they grow mustaches, changing the gender of all your offspring. These are a few of my favorite things.
Is seeing how super PACs that want, for example, Senate candidate Ken Paxton to win, and how they utilize AI to drive fear in those who are going to cast a ballot. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.